Meet Emily on a dream trip through Europe with her friends. From the majestic Eiffel Tower in Paris to the historic streets of Rome, every moment is magical. But disaster strikes sets in. Then she remembers GotBackup. Every memory is safely stored in the cloud. Emily gets a new phone, logs into GotBackup, and there they are. Every photo, every video, every memory perfectly intact. Thanks to GotBackup, Emily's adventure is truly unforgettable.
I was actually looking for my button. So I can have my video and my audio going. Tammy, you can receive me well?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Perfect.
Everybody
perfect.
can hear us?
Good, good. Just give us a thumbs up if you can hear us well. Great to have you here, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to share with you the Wednesday night corporate presentation with GotBackup. Folks, there's so much activity going on right now with the Marco Max. Tammy, just before the presentation, 2 people signed up on the spot. I got 4 new recruits that just came in. Folks, you got to stay focused. And if you're not aware of what we're talking about, you're brand new here, don't worry about it. You will be informed in due time. We have a brand new tool to help us promote the opportunity, which is very exciting, called Marco Max. Now, we want to welcome everybody here and thank you for joining us. And we see here Bakshi from Bangladesh. Great to see you here. We have James. Great to see you. We have Lincoln, MC Mary Paul. We have Mr. Kaza. Great to see you here. We have Nick and Sylvie. And I know there's many others that are popping in. And some of you are joining us here on our YouTube channel too. I'm going to look at this as it's right here going live. And so we want to welcome you also. And just share with us where you are coming from. So I noticed there's people that are coming in. So nice to see you here. And just kind of let us know where you are joining us from. So I know there's a bit of a delay of 10 seconds here. So we want to welcome you to this presentation with GotBackup. We're having an absolute amazing time creating a wonderful stream of income, backing up our data. Just today, Tammy and I are doing some courses and everything because we have the GotBackup Pro. We'll share with you what this is all about. We're able to store all our videos into the VTuber, which is like a personal YouTube channel. And then we connect all the videos to our courses. It's just so much fun when you take advantage of this technology, and it's so inexpensive. And this is what we want to share with you here this evening. So Tammy, let's share with the audience, for those people here that are brand new, how do we get introduced to GotBackup and who are we?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the session this evening. Well, evening our time. And Chris and I, we've been in the network marketing industry, home-based business industry for 27 plus years. And we've been very fortunate to be able to travel the world. Everything happened, with the pandemic and everything. We learned how to build home-based more than anything, which is great to be able to be at home. Although I miss traveling, but having the experience to travel globally is absolutely amazing in helping people grow their businesses. And Joel and Chris and I, we've known each other for 20 plus years. Chris will kind of share that through the story, but he contacted us because he launched the GotBackup project. His parent company is called Global Virtual Opportunities. And he's got great marketing tools for people who are in business, who want to build businesses specifically online. And when we saw the GotBackup project, we just kind of looked at each other and we said, oh my gosh, we're in, we need this. And you'll see why once you see the presentation.
It's really interesting. Some of you may know or may not know of Eric Worre. He's a veteran of the network marketing. He's been teaching, training, and preaching the network marketing way for the past 30 years. And he has made hundreds of millions of dollars in the industry. And again, it's not about that. It's something that he said that really struck Tammy and I about 4 years ago, maybe 5 now.
5, yeah.
Where he was telling us, we were part of his, what you call it?
Mastermind.
His mastermind, small, intimate group that, have made, millions of dollars in this industry, which Tammy and I have, and many others that I've done too. and was telling us that in the future, companies need to adopt digital services. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult to move forward. And this is exactly the reason why we got excited about GotBackup, because we saw an opportunity where people from all over the world can be empowered regardless of where they live, because we're not dealing with shipping, freights, and all of these things. Everything is digital. So we saw where families could be impacted by a global opportunity. And the other thing we also thought was really interesting is the industry itself. When it comes to cloud storage, we're kind of in the blue ocean, where there's not a lot of opportunities out there that provide this kind of service that pays us for telling others about it. So we're kind of in an area where we don't really compete. So in a home-based business. So that really got me excited. And my question to you as we move forward here is, why are you here? I know you're looking to, well, many of us are looking to create another stream of income, to be able to live the life that we want to live, opposed to the life that we have to live. And this is what this is all about. Very excited to share this with you this evening. If you're here brand new, you've never heard of this opportunity, you came in from one of our ads and you kind of jumped in and you started, and some of you came in with the month-to-month basis. Some of you came in with a yearly package, which I highly recommend. We'll talk about that. We'll explain to you exactly what you're getting into here.
Yeah, and Chris and I are all, and all the leaders, they're all about empowering families, helping, we say average people, but there's lots of people that are very successful that are constantly looking for opportunities to generate income streams. And we do it because we want to create a legacy for our families. And of course, we want to help people to do the same thing. There's nothing better than being in profit. And that's after everything's paid, your bills and all that stuff. When you're in profit, to be able to take that profit and turn it into passive income. And we've been doing this for so many years, and we love helping people do that.
Yes, a little bit of background about GotBackup is actually a division of a bigger company called GVO. And it's Global Virtual Opportunities. And there's a lot of different little companies that's been created, and GotBackup just exploded because the cloud storage is huge. And the company began in 1997. As Tammy mentioned, this is where I met Joel. And he moved into Texas in a 10,000 square feet data center. I remember back in the early 2000s when he was sending pictures to all his clients, where he had just a building and everything was being built, right? You can see the structure being built within the inside of the compound. And now we have a 10,000 square feet data center, and there's so much space for growth. And this is where we're very excited. And instead of me going on about this, let me share with you a quick video that will give you an idea of who's behind the company, how this all works behind the scene. Let's check this out. And again, I'm not going to play the whole 7 minutes. We're going to play about 1 or 2 minutes of it.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power, every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
So you can see here, we have a much bigger segment of this video you can certainly view in your own term as you are logging into your back office. And every Saturday, Tammy and I do some trainings. We point you in the right direction. And this coming Saturday, I think we're going to be doing an overview of the back office, which if you stick around till the end, we're going to walk you through a little bit of how it looks like when you're back there. Now, let's go back to a presentation here focusing on the global trends, because this is very important. If you want to find out where should I park my money, where should I spend my time, where should I focus, well, these trends are strong indicators of where you should focus your time. So let's start with this one.
Yeah, and you can see 15 billion devices in the world, and everybody's on them. Everybody's got them, no matter what country we go to. We see it everywhere, and it's everybody's filling up their devices. That's the big thing right now, especially with AI and all this stuff that's going on. We're living in a paperless world, so it's such a massive trend.
And to back up what Tammy is sharing, if you look at the percentage from 2011 to 2025, very soon we'll add 2026 down. I wouldn't be surprised if we're starting to reach to 70%, but it went from 6%, from 64% in 2025. This is quite significant when you look at the mobile traffic that's going on. This is very important because that has a lot of value to what we're presenting here this evening. This is a size of global storage market worldwide. Revenue from 2020 to 2030 from 90 billion to close to $500 billion, folks. We're in 2026 right now, so we're halfway point. So this is very significant for you and I looking at an opportunity like this.
Yeah. And you can see cell phone addiction here. At the end of the day, everybody's using devices. People can build businesses right from their device. You don't need a fancy office or anything. Like Chris and I work from home in our offices, but you don't even need that. I mean, you could be anywhere. I mean, Chris and I, sometimes when we're out on the beach, we're just building our business, sending links, connecting with people, training people even, and it's just the power of today's world.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I want to welcome here Nelson and Jojo here on YouTube. Great to see you guys, and all the other ones that are joining in. I haven't seen your names yet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here's the thing here, folks. Data loss is a growing concern because we're not dealing with pictures like 8x5 cards that we used to share. When you go visit your mom and your grandparents, and you go to these boxes with old pictures. Right. It's unfortunately, this is not going to be the case as we move forward. They're going to be digital devices. You'll have to connect and see the digital pictures, or looking at cameras or people's cloud. So the point here, it's very, very important that you back up, that you have an insurance policy to back up your history. Because if you look at 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. Folks, that's significant. 5,700 screens cracked every hour. Laptops, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. Now, these numbers I know have increased because these are numbers we got about 2-3 years ago. So, and they're already quite significant. So, I'm sure you've seen this message, which is quite irritating.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And if you don't, once you fill up your phones, you have no choice but to pay more or to start cleaning up your phones and getting rid of important things. I think we put a lot of important things in our devices, and we never want to have an opportunity where we end up losing our stuff. So yeah, GotBackup has such a huge value of data storage. We're going to share with you in a minute. That, I mean, when we saw that, we're like, oh my gosh, we got to be part of this. Everybody has to be part of this. I mean, families need this plan.
I totally agree. And the second trend, as I mentioned, there's two different trends, is to earn extra money. This is huge right now. 42% of Americans have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z. So our children, many of them have side businesses beside their full-time jobs. And some of them are going full-time with their side businesses. What about the rest of the world? This is why this industry is absolutely growing, and you can leverage these global trends with GotBackup. That's what we're excited about. So let's talk a little bit about what the consumer gets, us as consumers and associates. What do we get as products?
Yeah, so there's a GotBackup Pro plan, which Chris is going to go into details of some of the marketing stuff that you can use to build your business, but not just use them to build your business. You can generate leads with links with these. So the second portion is the family plan. That's just the data storage. And you can switch over to the next slide, Chris. Yeah, so 6 terabytes of data storage. And with that, you can, on your basic business plan, you can add 5 additional, what they call sub accounts. That's why it says 6 accounts. And families are just going crazy with this because you can decide how much data you want to give per person. And they don't even have to live in your household. So let's say you had several family members in the household and you had one living in another country. That's fine. And like I said, you can decide how much data you give to them, and unlimited devices, all of that for $10 a month. It just, I couldn't believe the value that Joel is sharing with everybody, because yeah, other companies give you 2 terabytes for the same price.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are the other packages. In fact, the Marco Max is something I don't have here. It's another thing that was added on to GotBackup Pro. You want to be part of that. You really don't want to miss out on this, the power of this opportunity. But you have Video Birds. This is kind of your own YouTube channel. That's what I was telling you at the beginning, where all our courses and everything Tammy and I do are stored in there. Testimonial generator, you need social proof. This is a great way for you just to quickly grab the link, share that within your social network, and say, hey guys, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know how we're doing. And then people can do video testimonial, audio testimonial, and you can use that for your website and everything you want to show social proof. Memory place, phenomenal. You go to a vacation, everybody has their own phone devices. They each have their own pictures. You'd like the whole family or everybody that went to the event to share their pictures. You just give a link to the entire group. They upload all their pictures, and now everybody has access to everybody's pictures that they chose to share. Email marketing platform. Your lifeline is your lists. And this is a way where you can really take advantage. And you have up to 2,500 names that you can use with the GotBackup Pro. If you want to take advantage of having 25,000 names, then you may want to take advantage of the AI Matrix, which is another add-on that's being added on that it's not presented here. But again, it's part of opportunity to create another stream of income. And then you have a funnel page builder, which is really good because let's say, Tammy talked about these pages, and I'll show you as you build your business that you can share with your audience in your back office to capture leads. What if you want a different language, or you want to use your own video, or you want a different email marketing being sent to them? You can do that. You can set that up with that. And if you don't fully understand that, don't worry about it. It's totally cool. And as Tammy said over here, these are the leads collector. So each of those tools, they all come in with with a page that you can just copy and paste anywhere you want. You don't have to prepared or created. It's automatically done for you when you sign up. Really, really, really cool. And the fact is that making money with GotBackup, as we shift gear here, it's really, really cool. It's the only cloud storage that pay you. And very quickly to show you, these are the double diamonds and above. And I know we have a few more that are out and out, but just to show you that this is real. These are the diamonds that, and again, there's a few more that are popping in. And here's are the rubies, and I know there's a few more popping in. These are the emeralds. I know there's more that are popping in. These are all the ranks that will increase your income as you build your businesses. Sapphire, you'll see in a minute where that has significance. So these are all people that are moving up in ranks, and there's all from all over the world. So we want to kind of share with you very briefly the 7 ways you can earn. We're just going to focus on 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to do 2 and 3 and summarize 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Tammy's going to talk about the customer acquisition bonus, which is what we call a fast track commission. It's what you get paid immediately when someone gets started. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, so you can see we were talking about the family plan and the pro plan. So we're going to show you at the end, once you sign up, you're going to have several links that you can choose from to start marketing your business. And if somebody clicks on your link and they come in as a monthly, they pay 20 bucks for the initial sign up, and it's 10 bucks a month, and you're going to get 200% up front. So you're going to make 20 bucks. I'm just rounding it off, the $9.97, 10 bucks. So if they come in yearly, which most people do, then you're going to make 50% upfront. So round it off 50 bucks, which is huge. There's Joel pays really good money for upfront sales, and 25% on anything extra that they're marketing within the back office. You've got the pro plan. So as soon as somebody clicks on, they purchase a pro plan, you get $200. And then the person who sponsor you gets $50, and person who sponsors them get 50. And the reason that Joel did this was really, really smart, because when you sign up, you're not alone. You have support. You have somebody who brought you in, and then their sponsor as well. So you're getting a lot of support and guidance, which you need at the beginning when you first start. And then you've got customers at the bottom. So let's just show an example, Chris, make it really, really simple. So if you had 20 people who come in with the family plan, and yearly, you're going to make $1,000 in commissions. And if you had 20 customers, you're going to make $50 every single month ongoing. If you had 20 people that came in with a pro plan, you're going to make $4,000 in commission, which is pretty great income. And people come in the pro plan because people are looking for business tools. They're looking for marketing stuff and how to generate leads. And then 20 customers that would come in with all the marketing tools, then it would be $100 every single month ongoing. So the money is really, really great upfront. And of course, there's great money in building a network as well.
And this is exactly what Tommy's referring to by building a network. We have cycle earnings. And the way it works is you need to sponsor people on your left team and on your right team. That's what this slides represent. Indirect means someone above you happens to be sharing the same leg as you. And they may know or not know you, but they happen to build underneath you because they have no choice. They have one side or the other. That's what makes it powerful. How do you get paid from that? What's called a cycle bonus tier 1 and 2. All it means tier 1, it's based on your rank. Remember earlier I was showing you the ranks? Well, as you move up in rank, you're moving from tier 1 to tier 2, and I'll show you it starts from level of platinum and above. You get to tier 2. So you make more money for the exact same work, the exact same team that you've created. So how does it work? Step 1, you're active. So you're paying for your membership every single month. Step 2, you enroll 2 people, one on your left team, one on your right team. That will open your center for you to start getting paid. Step number 3, to get paid, it's what we call the earn cycle bonus. You need to have 6 people on your team. You brought 2. You could have brought all 6. It could be also combined with people above you sharing, or it could be combined from the 2 you brought in and others that are starting to sponsor. The moment the system see there's 4 on one side and 2 on the other, it doesn't matter what side that happens, boom, it generates a cycle. Again, the cycle is based on your rank, determined on the tier 1 or 2, and it's based on the company's profitability every single month. The number 3, this becomes interesting because you get a cycle match bonus. When Tammy talked about those 20 people you might have brought in, well, if some of them are starting to cycle, well, when you're a Sapphire and above, you start earning 25% from the cycle they earn, the company sent to you as a matching cycle. It's like a matching check that we call it. This can go up to $1,000 when you're a Sapphire. So for every person you bring in, you can make up to $1,000 for every one of them. And this can go all the way up to $20,000 for every one of them. I'm not saying you're going to make this, folks. This is a ladder of possibilities. This is huge. Now, remember, Dropbox has over 700 million users. Think about this. 700 million users. Think of the possibilities here. So there's huge potential with the cloud storage. And the 4, 5, 6, and 7, these are bonuses that are sent your way as you move up in rank. The moment you become gold and above, then you start getting 4. When you get platinum and above, then you get others. And I'll come back to that in a minute. But that's what 4, 5, 6, and 7 are. They're bonuses that are adding on to your income as you move up in rank. And let us show you exactly what is the system, what it is that you need to know to make this work for you, to make an abundance of income. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, and it's really super simple because we understand that people are busy. Most people have jobs, and this is, more of a side income generating business at the beginning. And then you can end up making more than your job and end up doing going full time in this industry, which we've done, gosh, so many years ago. So first of all, sign up. So if you're evaluating this session tonight, get yourself signed up. And then from there, you want to start sharing your links. And when you share your links, you get people that are interested. While we were doing the session earlier, I had another sign up. So it's the Marco Max, the automation. When you're part of that, it really, really works. So you would get your first 2 in, 1 left, 1 right. Chris showed you the 2-team structure. And then you continue sending your links, and you get a couple more signed up, 1 left, 1 right. And then you duplicate that. So you want to get back to the people, show them how to access their links, and then they're doing it. So you can see if this duplicates, it's not just you doing the work, it's many people doing the work. And if you have many people that are in international markets, like one of my recent sign up is in Singapore. So while I'm sleeping, they're working. While I'm working, they're sleeping, right? So you can build an incredible business.
So how to get started, folks? It's $20 a year. Very inexpensive. Then you choose a package of choice. If you want to start with the GotBackup Pro, the first year, you spend $500. It's $499.97. Okay. The year after that, when you renew, it's $199.97. You can also pay monthly at $19.97 a month. Okay, that's entirely up to you. You save a bit of money. You save 2 months when you pay for the year, and it has great value. Now, on the left-hand side, you see here the family pack. This is the cloud storage. That's what we were talking about. Just the cloud storage, not all the other bells and whistles. And I'm going to tell you that the Marco Max is part of the Pro. You don't want to miss out on that. But it's $100 a year, $99.97 to be specific. Of course, you can pay also monthly. On the right-hand side, these are people who are looking for 20 terabytes. There's very few folks that are there. But again, it's optional. Okay? Now, let's talk about how many countries we're in today.
165 and growing, of course. Because it's digital, Chris mentioned really early in the session, because it's digital, you could be anywhere around the world. And the power of that is online, right? So if you have your links out there online and people are joining in different countries, you're making money while you sleep. And that's the best way to make money.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, ranks is really, really significant. Babies cry for it, folks. Adults die for it. And this is how we grow in GotBackup. Is you have the bronze, you sponsor 1 person, a copper. That's what Dummy talked about. That's a duplicatable system. That's what you want to focus on. If you say, what do I need to focus on building my business? I need to produce coppers. That means 1 person on your left, 1 person on your right. The moment you've done that, you're a copper. You bring someone in that does that, you move up to a silver. You know how it's really cool. And the moment there's 5 people you sponsor, okay, and 3 of them become copper, you're a gold. There's a few other requirements, but they tend to be met by default by doing these things. You become a platinum when you sponsor 10 people. And here's the good news. These 10 people will qualify you for platinum, sapphire, and emerald. The difference is, as a platinum from the gold, instead of 3, you got 4. Yes, that's right. It is 4 people that are copper as a platinum. Okay. There's other requirements that are met that it needs to be met there. But once you got your 10 people and you got 4 people that are copper, you'll find that the other requirements tends to happen by default. Now you start earning the tier 2. Remember when I was talking about the cycle, tier 1, tier 2? Now you're earning tier 2 forever as you maintain your platinum. You move a sapphire when there's 5 people that are copper, right? So this is where it becomes very interesting. Remember, it's still the same 10 people. As an emerald, it's basically, instead of 5, it's 6 people that are copper. You understand what's going on? It's the duplication process that makes this tick. And this goes all the way up to black diamond. And as you duplicate these things, that's when your income grows, becomes quite significant. Let's talk about the support that you get when you start with GotBackup. You're not alone.
Yeah, so you've got your personalized referral link, you have your personalized landing page, email marketing system that's built in, and we've done many trainings teaching people how to create an automated system. And marketing tools, you have many different languages and marketing tools, regular online presentations. So this presentation, every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're presenting. Unless, we have to have something that comes up, maybe somebody's going to take over, but that's always going. And there's lots of team stuff going on, lots of presentations going on, also trainings. So the company trainings is every Saturday. And this Saturday, Chris and I are going to be doing a training on a system that we created. We're doing the boards, right, Chris?
We're doing the boards, but also a little bit of the back office because there's a lot of new people that are coming in.
Perfect. So it's about get all of your new people on Saturday's training, and it's the same link, and it's at 10 a.m. Saturday Eastern time. So make sure that you invite, because you want people part of this so they learn how to build their business, how to share their links, how to access everything so they're comfortable doing it.
And let's not forget that Joel and Eve do presentation weekly on Fridays. I don't know if it's every Fridays, but I believe there's an email that's coming out right now. And Joel is constantly kind of helping and updating people on what's going on, especially with the new, and then stick around. I'll show you what's going on with my Marco Max and the stats. It's pretty amazing. So in fact, I'll do that right now. So I'm going to shift over to the back office over here very quickly. One thing that's very important, the moment you begin, if you're brand new, you want to click on use this tool. It will take you to this link over here. You can see, in fact, I bought some more. I think I'm up to 10 terabytes here. So I'm going to buy another 3 to make sure that we have space here. The point here, folks, is this is the storage that I'm using. I can see I'm using quite a bit of it. And over here, this is, if you have a Windows operating system, you click on this button. And if you have a Mac operating system, you click on this button. It's very, very straightforward. And just to show you very quickly what you get when you do this, you get, it's like a little application like this, okay? And the first time, all you see one button here that says start backing up. That's it. That's all. You can see here 7:44, May 20th. That's today, right? So every single day, it's keeping up with everything that I do. I don't have to do anything at all. You can also go to your cloud storage right from this link, but I'll do it some other way. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'll do this. Let me do this first. These are the apps. Now, you don't need to come here because obviously it's designed for a phone device. So you go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and you search for GotBackup. Once you have that, you install the app. Once it's installed, you just log into it, just like you would log into this back office over here. Follow the instructions. I recommend you watch the video, especially for the phone app. Why? Because some of you have 70,000 pictures and videos and everything else. It's going to take a bit of time, and you need to be informed that it's not going to happen over an hour. It's going to take a few days, but there's techniques that you can just let it plug in overnight, let it do its thing. Once it's done, you don't have to worry about it. It just keeps maintaining, okay? Really, really cool. Now, if I go here and I click on auto login, it brings me right to my cloud storage here. By the way, you can just type in directly here and type in GBU Cloud, just like you would do Dropbox.com, all the other competitors there. And these are my 3 computers, okay? So if I use this one over here, that's the one I'm sharing this presentation through. If I want to see my files and I go into users, which is me here, this is my root directory. everything that I have is backed up. So if, for example, if I want to share this desktop with the world, I need to copy this to my collaboration. Okay. The collaboration happens to be right over here. These are the files I choose to share with the world. So now when you right click on this, if I go back to here, for example, and I go to my desktop, I can share this link with the entire world, and the entire world can see what I have in this directory. I'm not going to do that because I'm not interested in showing my personal files with the entire world, but you see what's going on here. Really, really cool. If I want to see my phone device, let's go back over here to my mobile devices. Okay, right here. And then from there, this is my iPhone. Okay. And you can see here 2025. I have a 12 calendar month over here. If I go back to 2026, now I'm into the month of May. It's all automatic. I don't have to do anything. My phone just does it on its own. From time to time, make sure that the app is running because, you know, some like Apple is not user friendly with companies all the time that they didn't create the app, but it's phenomenal. It just does, and it backs up everything. And again, nickel and dime here, folks, compared to what Apple charges. Okay. I appreciate Apple, but I know they're quite pricey. So the other thing that's very important over here, this is for marketing your business, reseller in English. There's different languages over here. So when you click on that, then you have your links. These are the links that you share with your audience for them to be able to see the opportunity. This here, they can try it for 7 days for free. These are other ones over here. This is the one that I currently use with my ad campaigns on the Marco Max. This is what people's pointing to, and people are converting. So this is my link. Everybody has a different ID here. This is how this works. Very, very, very cool. These are all the different tools that are part of my GotBackup Pro. The lead capture system is designed to communicate with all the leads that came from these capture pages over here. Okay. And that's the custom funnel builder I was telling you about. And let's see here. This is your business, right? You want to see your commissions. You can set up your, how do you want to get paid? Your payout history, your downline, everything is in here. You can see your rank and all. Internal wallet, very cool. If someone does not have a credit card, they can pay you cash. You can charge your credit card with the amount and create a link for them to sign up. Really cool, right? And very important over here is you want to make sure you sign up for the Facebook group to be part of the community, okay? And something that's really cool here, if you go to your Marco Max, it will take you right there. And from there, there's new videos and there's trainings here on tutorial on Facebook fan page on how to do all of these things. Everything is there for you to take advantage. If I log into my account on the Marco Max, this is very cool because these are my posts that are automatically going to all my social profiles. Obviously, I'm not doing a training here today, but you can see here my stats. If you look at my stats over here, look at this on that day, 3,430 times. You see what's going on here? I'm starting to grow. And if you saw some Joel's presentation, it's been 220 comments and 289 links. It's been viewed over 14,000 times. This is on autopilot here, folks. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely phenomenal. So these are campaigns that you take advantage of that I connected over here. And these are all the campaigns that are going on that GotBackup does for us. Folks, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I really, really highly recommend for you to be part of this. And of course, if you're looking for extra support or training, that's the VIP coaching. There's some trainings on network marketing Tammy have done. Joel has done some training there. We also, Tammy and I are going to be doing a Marco Max training from our point of view on one of the Mondays, which is usually what we do them here. So that's, again, $10 a month, and it's commissionable. Isn't that awesome? Right? So this is the AI matrix. It's another tool that was added on. As I mentioned earlier, instead of having 2,500 emails, you have up to 25,000 emails. For some of you, that may not mean much, but that's another income opportunity that's added on to my income stream, right? Which is really, really, really awesome. So you can see here that a lot is going on here. And folks, if you don't fully understand, don't worry about it. We have trainings, we have sessions. This is going on all the time, and all the sessions are recorded. So it's a product that everyone needs, a business that everyone can afford. So as we end, Tammy, any last words you want to share?
Jump in, because this is an amazing opportunity. Timing couldn't be better right now. People are searching to make extra money, and especially, not having to mortgage the farm to be able to do it, if you know what I mean. It's so inexpensive for people to join, and the links are already done for you. Everything's set up. You've got trainings available to show you how to do this stuff. Like everything is available. We even created, Chris and I created a boards, which we're going to show you on Saturday. And there's scripts there. All you need to do is copy, paste, share your link, done. You know, it's just amazing. Plus the Marco Max is phenomenal. And we started the ManyChat, the automation. We're going to be able to teach people how to do that. So it's working on its own and it's growing. It's proving itself.
I
We're
love it.
super
And
excited.
Gary, you're right. Right. Earn while you learn. I've been saying that for years, folks.
Always.
Listen, hop in, get involved. Don't worry so much about the how-tos. We got that figured out. Just get involved. Let's get going and let's help you get some great income into your pockets. So listen, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. We will see you on the Friday morning if you're part of Joel's sessions and Eve, and we'll see you on the Saturday morning. We'll give you a back office training plus the tools that we have been using to really help the team evolve with the boards. Have yourself a great rest of your evening or day or afternoon.